Have you ever had those moments when you were having random conversations with your family or friends, and then, after a day or two, you see a Facebook ad about this topic, even if you did not do a web search on it? It has happened to me a number of times over the years, making me believe early on that my phone is somehow listening to my conversations. Privacy is very important to most of us, and so my Tech Talk video will focus on this issue about our smartphones allegedly listening to us. Is it a mere conspiracy theory, or are the evidences credible? What are some of the ethical concerns around it? Most importantly, what can we do to maximize our privacy and safety when using our smartphones? Perhaps one of the most controversial recent cases of phone spying is that which involved Edward Snowden, who, in 2013, became known as the whistleblower who revealed the US National Security Agency's alleged phone and online surveillance activities. The accused parties have denied Snowden's allegations. Snowden was also said to have misused his rights to access digital data, and people started to question whether Snowden's actions really benefited the public good. Nonetheless, Snowden came out again in July 2021, warning the public about Pegasus, a malware that infects phones and can extract messages, photos, and emails, record calls, or even secretly activate microphones. Meanwhile, other groups have carried out tests on this matter. For example, software company NordVPN recently published an experiment conducted by some of its employees to test if their phones were spying on them. While they got mixed results, there was little evidence showing that they started seeing ads related to a previous verbal conversation. This theory has its share of debunkers. Executives from Facebook and Instagram have denied these claims. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg even called it a conspiracy theory. Other tech experts also said that what we interact with other apps can become part of our online data profile, a database of information about what we do online. This profile is what may be used for us to get those targeted ads. So, while the current data may still be regarded as inconclusive, we can extrapolate that the current technology likely allows it. What can this possibly mean for us? Should we be worried about it? I recently posted this question on our IS-201 chat group. The general sentiment of respondents was not being worried because we're ordinary people. Sure, that makes a lot of sense. The stakes must be higher for celebrities or high-profile people, the same ones being followed by paparazzi or the likely targets of spies. On the other hand, what if this kind of data later gets leaked, or worse, be accessed on demand? It could be used by stalkers or haters. Imagine strategic company discussions and confidential matters being revealed. Can it even be used to threaten personal, professional, or national safety? From what we know, or what we don't know perhaps, there's likely no one absolute fix or protection to this risk. At this day and age, we cannot just quit using our smartphones. The benefits of using our phones arguably outweigh the risks. We can start off by being more conservative or vigilant in using our devices and apps. I compiled 3 starter tips that can help maximize our privacy and safety when using our smartphones. Tip number 1. It is a best practice to check our app's current permissions. Take time to check your phone settings and assess. Do all these apps really need access to your microphone and camera? Is the access needed now, or can you activate it later? Do you have an idea on how the app developer will use any data collected through your microphone or camera? Read the app's privacy policy and terms of service, or check out related news if these apps have existing privacy or security issues. Tip number 2. Do an app spring clean. And while you're at it checking your apps list, you may want to consider, do you still need all these apps? Perhaps we can apply Marie Kondo's arguably most famous rule here. Ask yourself, does it spark joy? This spring cleaning exercise may not only help with privacy concerns, it will also free up some space in your device. We can also be more mindful when installing new apps or accessing third-party links. It helps to be aware what data these apps collect and what permissions they require. And speaking of mindfulness, that's tip number 3. Share mindfully. First, NordVPN recommends that we carefully choose the information that we dictate to our phone. As they put it, the less it knows, the better. If you're not using these virtual assistants, or if you don't need them at all, then you may be better off deactivating them. Similarly, we can choose to adopt a less is more approach when it comes to sharing personal matters on social media and messaging platforms. This theory about our phones listening to us may or may not be real, but as long as we continue being careful and vigilant, we can be more digitally safe and sound.
Just close your eyes. You'll be alright. Come morning light, you and I'll be safe.